113 for 5. He's going for the big shot. He's out. He's caught on the boundary. The wicket has fallen. Saurashtra are 113 for 5 into the 18th over. And it becomes 113 for 6 now. Patil taking the wicket. Looking to go big over the top or long on to clear the boundary. Excellent catch taken on the boundary ropes. 113 for 6 now. Time for celebration for Patil. As a Kntka is caught by Manish Pandey off the bowling of Patil for 3. Saurashtra 113 for 6. Samrat Vyas, the new batsman, in 114 for 6 at the moment. And Jani is betting on 2. Vyas yet to open his account. Patil 3.5 overs, 1 for 18. Last 3.4 overs, I beg your pardon. Running into bowl to right hand batsman. Vyas gets the ball outside the opposite, goes with a slashing shot over the top of the point and away to the boundary for 4. Good shot outside the opposite stump. Down to the boundary for 4. Excellent cricket shot, width given and capitalized on by Vyas, opening his account with the boundary. It was too short outside the off stump, and he went with the shot, playing the uppercut and collecting a boundary. Patil into bowl to Vyas. Slow delivery, goes back and plays it behind his square on the onside. He takes a single. It was around mid-lane off stump, and playing it behind his square on the onside to take a single. That marks the end of the over. 119 for 6. A mixed over, a boundary and a wicket from this over. 2 overs to go now in this first innings. Saurashtra winning the toss and deciding to bat first here in the quarterfinal of the Syed Mushtaq T20 trophy. Patil into bowl to Vyas. Slow delivery, goes back and plays it behind his square on the onside. He takes a two overs to go. No changes in the field at the moment. Plenty of wickets. All the batsmen trying to play big shots and clear the boundary ropes. Were caught on the boundary ropes. Most of the dismissals. V. Kaushik 1 for 30, 1 for 23 in his 4 overs for V. Patil, and Vyas 2 for 12 in his 3 overs. Suchith 4 overs, 1 for 30, 2 for 23 for KC Kriyappa. 119 for 6. Here is Vyas 2 for 12 in his 3 overs. Into bowl to right hand batsman outside the upper stump. It's around good length outside the upper stump. It was around 4th stump. It's a leg cutter and there is no run. Good change in pace to begin his second spell for himself. Bowling 3 overs for 12, was extremely disciplined with his line and length and has shown great skill and intelligence to bowl to the batters in the first 6 overs, and now once again coming back and in the death overs trying to not conceded a boundary here. He goes again this time. Hoiks it away on the onside. It's a fine stroke, but there's a fielder on the boundary at the long on position, and he moves across to his right hand side. He picks up the ball, and there is a single. Yeah, 6. Jani is betting on 2 of 2. Saurashtra betting first, 120 for 6. Jani has the strike. West goes into ball to Jani, and he gets a good ball in and drives the ball, digs it out, puts a diving effort to his left hand side. The bowler on his follow through couldn't quite stop that one. Batters will take a single here. Saurashtra 121 for 6. Gone. So Karnataka capitalizing onto the situation after Saurashtra captain won the toss and decided to bat first. Here he goes again, this time another leg cutter outside the upper stump. Batsman wanted to hit it through the onside, did not quite make any connection, and it's a dot ball again. So Himalaya Bharat for the team Saurashtra came out to open the batting. It's got a lot of variations for Suchith at the moment. This time around, knuckle ball outside the off stump. Himalaya Bharat was caught and bowled by Kaushik for 4 of 5. Arpit Vasavada caught Vidyadhar Patil bowled Kariyappa for 26 of 24 with 3 fours. And Vishuraj Jadeesha was caught by Vidyadhar Patil of the bowling of Vijay Kumar for 3. This time he bowls right out outside the off stump. It's been punched off the back foot for 4. Excellent stroke. Friction shot outside the off stump. The batsman was ready off the back foot. Smashed that one to the boundary for 4. Just clearing his front leg, giving a bit of width to himself and smashing it hard. It was airborne. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and into the picket fence for 4. Vyas on to 10 now, 6. West into ball to Vyas, and Vyas is coming down the track. He is meeting it with the full toss and drives the ball away to the man at the long off region where the fieldsman is sporting the jersey number 69. There's the fielding. 19 overs gone. Saurashtra 126 for 6. Excellent spell of 4 overs from West, taking 2 wickets for 19 in his 4 overs. Seven runs coming from the previous over. Vyas 11 of 7. Sijani is betting on 3 of 2. Last over of the first innings coming up from Wellington End. Let's see who is going to operate here. V. Kaushik 1 for 30 in his 3 overs. Has been expensive today. Has been given the task to bowl the final over. Right arm over the wicket outside the off stump. He goes with a slashing shot over the top of backward point down to the boundary for 4. Shot outside the off stump and plenty of width available. Batsman S. Vyas cashing onto it and clobbering the ball over the top of backward point for 4. It was a cross seam delivery, a hit hard over point, slicing it over the top of backward point for 4. Good shot. Another boundary of the first ball of the 20th over. 130 for 6 now, Saurashtra. Turns into ball right. Batsman wants to run here. There is a throw. The stumps are broken. 132 for 6. Excellent bowling performance from Karnataka. Saurashtra 132 for 6. We are 17 of 9. An excellent end here. Sizani is batting on 3 of 3. 4 and 2. 6 runs of the first 2 deliveries. Kaushik running into bowl to Vyas, and Vyas is getting the ball well outside the off stump. It was a leg cutter, but too far outside the off stump. It will be signaled as a wide. Looking for that full delivery, and ball turning away from the batter, way outside the off stump. A lot of greenery in the backdrop. Trees blossoming. Himachal Pradesh getting 145 for 6 in 20 overs against Kerala, who was 71 for 1 after 19.3 overs. So a win for Himachal Pradesh versus Kerala. Rather, 71 for 1 after 9.3 overs in the chase. Goes big down the ground. They got the fielder at long opposition. Straight to him. He's sporting the jersey number 27. Takes the catch. And Kaushik takes his second wicket, 2 for 37 now. And Vyas, after playing a great hand of 17, is out caught on the boundary at the long off position. And Saurashtra 133 for 7. It was a length ball, it was smashed back, getting high on the bat, and a good catch coming forward. So he is out. Samarth for 17, caught Suchith bowled Kaushik for 17 of 10, and Saurashtra 133 for 7. Sizani working the ball away, taking the single now. Jagadeesha gets the opportunity to bat. Kaushik 2 for 39 in 3.2 overs. Kaushik into ball to Jani, and Jani is hitting it straight down the ground. Gorgeous shot, one bounce into the fence for 4. It cuts into the side screen, but has that gone all the way for a 6? We have to confirm from the umpire. This has been a fine stroke from Sizani, smashing it down the ground for a 6. Thumping shot straight down the ground, just clearing the boundary and hitting the side screen. Last ball of the 20th over coming up. This time too far outside the off stump. It will be signalled as a wide. It was a length ball well outside the off stump. He has bowled plenty of wides there outside the off stump. Saurashtra 142 for 7. Last 3 overs have been very profitable for Saurashtra, putting in a competitive total from a precarious situation. Last ball of the innings. This time he goes well outside the off stump. This will also be signalled as a wide. Again, it was a full delivery looking for Yorker on the 4th stump, but too far outside the off stump, and wide signalled by the umpire. Saurashtra 143 for 7. Jagadeesha He had to open this account. Sejan is betting on 11 or 5. Can he hit one more boundary of the last ball of the 20th over? Over pitch on the opposite stump, it's been driven through the extra cover away to the boundary. The fielder coming across from the long opposition to his right hand side, picks up the ball and makes the throw. 2 more runs taken. 13 for Johnny, Jadeja not, and Saurashtra 145 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs. So great recovery after getting up to a very poor start. Karnataka need 146 to win from 120 balls when they come out to chase this total down in a short while from now. So that is the game situation. 146 to win for Karnataka, and job well done. That's what the captain believed for the team Karnataka. But after taking early wickets in the middle stage, they contributed. Vashada was out early for 26 of 26, 50 for Jackson of 43 and 23 of 20 for Porik. And after that, quick fire cameo of 17 of 10 from Esvyas. And 6 extras, pushing the score to 145 for 7. 2 for 49 for Kaushik, very expensive. 2 for 19 in his 4 overs for West, who was brilliant with his line and length and variations, and 2 for 23 in 4 overs for KC Karyappa, the spinner, also coming to the fore. So help for the spin bowlers, help for the fast bowlers. When they come out to chase, they need 146 to win Karnataka. Will they get there or not? We take a short break. When we come back, we will have the openers for the team Kntka to start the chase. Karnataka needing 146 from their 20 overs. As the openers walk out, we will bring you ball by ball commentary of this encounter from Arun Jaitley Cricket Stadium, the Firoz Kotla Stadium in New Delhi. Should be a fascinating aspect about the game, how they go about the business, because the opposition has struggled. The kind of pitches that have been rolled out in Delhi at the Firoz Kotla Stadium, the sun breaking down, it's not going to be that easy for the opposition team to come through in this match. So 146 can be a competitive score looking at the conditions. Karnataka versus Saurashtra. The screen trees in the backdrop for Saurashtra. 145 for 7 contributions coming in from Vasada, 26, 50 of 43 Jackson, and then 23 of 20 from the blade of Puri. But excellent contribution by SVRs, 17 of 10 to give them the impetus required in the last 3 or 4 overs to push the score to 145 for 7 after top order failure for the team Saurashtra. After the skipper won the toss and decided to bat first. Excellent inning from Jackson. 3 4s and 3 6s, 50 of 43. Most of the shots through the offside, over the top of extra cover or over the top of long on region, using his feet to great effect to hit it over the top of extra cover for a 6, and then a launching stroke through the onside. So full deliveries were driven down the ground, and then also again coming out of the crease against the spinners to hit it over the top of extra cover. An excellent half century from Jackson, 50 of 43. 2 for 23 in his 4 overs for Kariappa, so there's health for the spinners, and 2 for 19 in 4 overs for West, who bowled magnificently in the first 3 overs in the power play overs, thus conceding 12 in his 3 overs, and eventually 2 for 19, 2 for 49 for West, who was very expensive today, to be honest. So they need 146 to win from 120, and the fielding team has already come out with the positive intent. They know that they got the runs on the board where they can challenge the opponent players. Jaidev Unadkar is warming up at the moment. Will be interesting how they go about the chase, how many runs they get in the first 6 overs that we read the scorecard in the first innings. Himalaya Baraj was caught and bowled by Kaushik for 4. Arpit Vashwada was caught by Vidyadhar Patil of the bowling of Kariappa for 26 of 24. Viswaraj Jadeesha, 3 of 7, was caught by Vidyadhar Patil of the bowling of Vijay Kumar, and Sheldon Jackson caught Rohan Kadam bowled Vijay Kumar for 50 of 43, and Parik Makand was caught by Sharath of the bowling of Kariappa for 23 of 20, and Jaidev Unadkar 3 was caught by Manish Pandey of the bowling of Vidyadhar Patil for 3, and Chirag Jani was unbeaten on 13 of 6 with 1-6, and Samarth Vyas was caught by J. Suchith of the bowling of Kaushik for 17 of 10 with 3 boundaries, and Dharmendra Jadeja remained unbeaten on naught, with 6 extras getting to 145 for 7 in their 20 overs. So that's the situation. 146 to win. Jaidev Unadkar, 158 matches for him. Plenty of experience playing in the IPL, also for Team India, and now looking for early breakthroughs for the team. 146 early wicket is key for Saurashtra to stay in hunt of this particular game. Left-handed batter to take stride. He is inspecting the field at the moment. He got man at the slip position, backward point, and fine leg is up in the circle. Square leg on the boundary. Unadkar into ball to left-hand batsman Yorker. Great start for Unadkar, but it's been tucked away on the onside. A single is taken of the very first delivery to a Yorker on the middle leg stump and played away through the onside for a single. So Kadam opens his account with a single, a left-handed batter, and giving him company is B.R. Sharath. And Monarch is operating from Delhi gate end. Right and left hand combination.
Poor shot straight into the hands of the men at the square position. Jaitley striking early for the team. The shot with full delivery. Some gets the inside edge. Ball comes out, hit the heads and rolls out into the offside for 2 for Karnataka. Kadam 1. One is Pandey on 1. Yes, the batsman out. Srinivasan was caught at the square boundary outside the stump went for the short serve. Was caught on the seat of Kadam services. Ball is replaced. Poor shot. But the net is straight and Mr. Hands on the batsman and at the square position to Nair striking early for the team. The shot with full delivery. Some gets the inside edge. Ball comes out, hit the heads and rolls out into the offside for 2 for Karnataka. One is Pandey on 1 for 1. After the successful for Karnataka. onside men coming in from the square leg on the boundary. Batsman takes a single.
Kadam on 1 and Manish Pandey is betting on 2 of 2. Lot depends on how Manish Pandey bets from here in order to keep the runs flowing for the team. Good to see Manish Pandey coming up the order. Rohan Kadam, 26 matches for him, 878 runs with the average of 41. Strike rate 127. Comes with a lot of promise. Consistent run scorer for the team. Kntka into ball to left hand batsman. This time on the leg stump, it's been played fine away to the fine leg, whereas the fieldsman is there at a short fine leg region. He picks up the ball and makes the return. And there is a run. It's a leg by. Starting just outside the Mr. Ball, shaping back into the batsman, drifting on the pad and playing it straight to the man at the short fine leg region. Karnataka 4 for 1. Pandey is beaten with a beautiful delivery outside the off stump, just holding its line. Excellent start to this spell for Kntka. Pitched around middle stump, is straightening up a bit. Excellent line. Typical Mohammad Amir delivery that leaves the right hander. That was a superb delivery that deserved a wicket somehow. Manish Pandey was successful in pulling his bat out of the way. Kntka jumps and runs into ball with slip in position. Into ball to right hand batsman. Manish Pandey goes back and he plays the ball away on the onside at the mid-wicket position when coming in from the boundary as the fielding. And Manish Pandey takes a single, he moves on to 3 or 4. Kadam is betting on 1 of 3. It's good length on the middle leg stump. That's where he's targeting at the moment, trying to bring the ball back into the right hander. Kntka 5 for 1. Kadam is betting on 1. Manish Pandey on 3. Here is Kntka. Left arm over the stumps to left hand batsman and gets split outside the stump. He is going for the driving shot through the offside on the rise, straight to the man at the cover point position. There is no run. Does not come nicely onto the bat, and that's why they have been experiencing problems as far as meeting with the ball properly. Kntka into his first over. Just 2 runs so far into ball to left hand batsman. This time he works the ball away on the onside, and it will be fielded by the fielder coming across from the mid-off position. Batters going back on the second throw is wild one, and 2 more runs taken by Karun. He is batting on 3. Manish Pandey is batting on 3. It's 7 for 1. After 2 overs, Karnataka chasing 146 to win. They allotted 20 overs. So where is the situation? 7 for 1 Karnataka. Manish Pandey 271 matches in 2020 cricket. More than 6,000 runs with the average of 32. Rohan Kadam 2644 matches for Karun Nair. So a lot of experience. 20, 28, 35 matches for KC Kriyappa. 64 matches for Jagadeesha, Suchith, and 25 for Vasu. So loads of experience for the team Karnataka in the batting department as well. Karun Nair to come with Manish Pandey in there 271 matches. 6,218 runs with an average of 32. Really impressive. He has 26 matches with the average of 41. He is Rohan Kadam, who is partnering at the moment with his partner Manish Pandey after losing the early wicket. 7 for 1 after 2. Kntka runs into ball to right hand batsman. Manish Pandey, short of length region outside the upper stump, opens the face of the man and plays the ball away down to the third man for a single. 8 for 1. Karnataka.
Once into ball to Kadam and plays it away to the boundary for 4. Good shot. Searching for early boundary after losing the wicket. The man in form, very, very impressive. Gets a short length delivery on the leg stump. Good length on the leg stump. Upishly played away between the man at the deep mid-wicket on the boundary and man at the mid-wicket position in the boundary for 4. Kntka into ball to left-hand batsman, drives the bounce, plays it down to the short third-man region. Man from the backward point region goes to his right-hand side and does the fielding. He takes a single. 13 for 1 Karnataka. A lot of experience.
Karnataka 13 for 1. Kadam 8. Manish Pandey on 4. Gets the ball outside the Western. He hammers the ball straight into the head of the man at the extra cover. Good win on the off stump. Try to take the ball away from the right hander. With that angle, he wants the nick through to the keeper, maybe. Into ball to Manish Pandey. Left arm. Over this time to left-hand batsman, gets a slower delivery, hits it straight into the hands of the man at the mid-wicket inside the circle. And the wicket has been found. Kntka strikes for the team. Karnataka 13 for 1. And Manish Pandey has also gone. Karnataka 32 for 2 after 4.2 overs, chasing 146 to win. Plenty of extras conceded already. There is a very poor delivery, too far outside the leg stump. Patil and going all the way for four wides. Looking for that leg cutter, but away from the reach of the diving wicketkeeper to his right hand side. This time, good swinging delivery coming back into the right hander, rather the left hand batsman there, Kadam. Swing for Patil, starting from middle stump and finishing on the leg stump, so can't be given out. Also pitching well outside the leg stump, further drifting down the leg side. Cannot be given out. 32 for 2 Karnataka, chasing 146. Manish Pandey is also out. Kadam betting on 50. Patil to left hand batsman, right arm over the stumps to left hand batsman. This time looking to hook it through the onside. Good delivery from Patil outside the upper stump. Just moving away from the left hand batsman who wanted to slam that one through the onside towards the mid-wicket region to get a boundary away. 32 for 2. Power play overs going on at the moment. 4.4 overs, 32 for 2. Despite losing a couple of wickets, they've been able to collect the runs that they wanted on the board. The run rate is required run rate is 7.43. A lot of help for the spinners on this particular pitch. Here is K. Patil into bowl to Kadam, and this time he plays the ball away on the onside, straight to the man at the square leg of the boundary, and there is going to be single. Kadam takes a single, he moves on to 16. It's 33 for 2 out of 4.5 overs. And Karun Nair is betting on 5. Do you remember Karun Nair getting the triple 100 on his test debut and then was never called back? In the last match that is played for India, in the test match scenario, he got triple 100. But after that, he was never picked again. With Rahul Dravid at the helm to face with Rohit Sharma also scheduled to take charge from tomorrow at the Syed Mushtaq Cricket Stadium in Jaipur. It's a great opportunity for them to tune into. Tail into bowl to right hand batsman outside the upper stump. It's an outswinger. It's been left alone. That marks the end of the over. 5 overs gone. 33 for 2 Karnataka. Most wickets in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for Piyush Chawla, 74 matches, 97 wickets, 89 wickets for Kntka in 58 matches, and Siddharth Kaur, 67 matches, he took 85, 81 in 50 matches for Milind, and Ankit Rajput, 81 in 58, 76 in 47 for Lakshman Mariwala, and Aniket Chaudhary from Rajasthan also, 75 of 59 matches, and Amit Mishra, 72 wickets from 59 entries for Haryana, and good economies as well. Just a couple of bowlers with Milind, and almost all the bowlers conceding 7 runs when, as far as the economy is concerned. Here is Sijan into bowl to left-hand batsman. Slow delivery, waits for the ball to arrive and then guides the ball away to the backward point region on the offside. He takes a single. The strike rotation is forte. So a lot of experience as far as the ability to take wickets in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for Jaidev Kntka. 89 wickets in 58 with the economies of 6.7. He has been up and up there, just Piyush Chawla ahead of him with 97 wickets. Sijani into bold right hand batsman outside the upper stump. He opens the face of the bat, nicks it, it's gone. And Karun Nair is out, caught behind off the bowling of Sijani for 5. Karnataka lose their third wicket. It's a poor shot outside the upper stump. The ball was moving away from the batsman and he went for that nudge down to the third man to take a single, but he is dismissed in the process of getting a single down to the third man region. It was an outswinger Good length, moving away from the batsman. Poor shot, lazy shot, opening the face of the bat, nicking it straight into the hands of the keeper. Celebration time for Johnny, with Karnataka losing the third wicket. Karnataka 48 for 3. And here he goes, right arm over the wicket into bowl to right-hand batsman, rides the bounce. Manohar takes single down to the third man. Kadam in form, batting on 30 of 26, 2 for Kadam. Karnataka 49 for 3, chasing 146 to win. Manish Pandey is also out. Karun, Nair, two seasoned players for Karnataka back in the pavilion. Right arm over the wicket, wrist pad onto the leg stomach, the onside, and takes a couple of runs here. Into ball to Kadam. He's driving the ball away on the side, straight to the man at mid-off, no run. Smashed away from the fielder, extra cover and down to the boundary for 4. Not quite. Good fielding, excellent fielding there. Coming across to his left hand side and preventing a certain boundary. Kntka 53 for 3. Manohar is batting on 4 of 7. Kadam on 32-28. Perak runs into ball to Manohar. Manohar gets the ball outside the upper stump. He looks to play it away at the offside. It's a short of length reason. Ball coming back into the batsman, the off cutter, and dragged away on the onside. Bowler does the fielding on his follow through. There is no run. Full toss, hits it over the top of mid-off and down to the boundary for 4. Good shot. No full toss on the off stump and smashed over the top of mid-off for 4. Brilliant ball striking from Manohar, moves on to 8 with that boundary. Steady base coming in from the sweetest part of the bat and holds the pose for photographer as he clinches another boundary over the top of mid-off for 4. 8 of 9. Kadam is batting on 32, 57 for 3. There he goes into ball to right-hand batsman. His full toss has been played away down to the man at the long-on reason for the single. Kadam 32 is the strike now. And Manohar is batting on 9 of 10. It's going to be very difficult for
Karnataka to get to the triple 146 from here on. 8.4 overs bowled here at the Arun Jaitley Cricket Stadium, the Firozshah Cricket Stadium in Delhi.
Prerak into his first over, none for 7. Kntka is having a word in his ear at the moment. Head Pandey goes into bowl right arm. Over the stumps to the left-hand batsman. It's a slow delivery, around good length on the off stump. And Kadam plays it with a soft hand to the man at the mid-off position for a single. He moves on to 33. Manohar to face the last ball of the 9th over. More changes in the field now, asking the fieldsmen to come across at the mid-wicket position on the boundary. Syed at the mid-wicket position at the moment. This time he gives width outside the upper stump. Another slow delivery from Prerak, and it's been played away to the man at the record point, cover point region through the offside for a 160 for 3 after 9 overs. As Kntka gets a banana. 61 for 4. 146 they're chasing at the moment. Aniruddha, new batsman in. Yet to open his account, giving him company. He's a seasoned pro. He has been scoring runs. 28 matches for Aniruddha Joshi, 467 runs with the average of 29. Karnataka staring at the defeat, to be honest. 61 for 4. Top order back in the pavilion. Informed batsman is also hovering around there. He's also gone. Kadam, right arm over the wicket into bowl to right hand batsman. He goes on the back foot and cuts the ball straight to the man at the backward point. There is no run. Aniruddha on 0. It was a big wicket. It was a full delivery ball coming back into the batsman, and the right hand batsman driving the ball back, and the bowler getting fingers onto it and ball going on to hit the non-striker's stumps, and wicket disturbed. Unfortunate way of getting out, run out for Kadam. The only batsman seems to be in a great nick. Karnataka 61 for 4. Target 146 from 9. 146, 61 for 4 after 9.5 overs. Looks like the team Saurashtra is sitting pretty at the moment. Johnny, last ball of the 10th over into bowl to right hand batsman, gets a short ball, he pulls it away on the onside man from the boundary, coming in there from the long on region, picks up the ball and makes a throw. Batsman takes a single. 10 overs have been bowled here at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. Karnataka 62 for 4. Aniruddha is batting on 1 and 11 for Manohar. Karun Nair is back in the pavilion. Kadam back in the pavilion. And Manish Pandey's poor form continues even in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well, after his poor performances for India. In a comparative study, the run rate is quite fine, but loss of wickets, 4 wickets. I think that's where they will capitalize, the Saurashtra bowlers. At this point of time, the number of boundaries is the difference. 10 boundaries for Saurashtra in the 20 overs for 145 for 7. In 10 overs, hitting 4 fours and 0.65 sixes in 10 boundaries for Saurashtra for 145. Change in bowling. Dharmendra Jadeja has been given the bowl. 47 matches for him, 33 wickets with the average of 28, economy 6.90 and 3 for 40 in his best bowling figures. Line up in the circle, fine leg up in the circle. Man at the backward point region this time. Jadeja drops the ball short and the batsman goes on the back foot and plays the ball away towards the square region on the onside man coming in from the boundary. The fielding and the batter takes a single. Singles won't do it, they need boundaries desperately at the moment. And that gives the liberty to the captain to continue with the left arm spin. Diagonal and bowls to right hand batsman. He waits on the back foot and pushes the ball away into the covers, away from the fielder at the backward point region, and it takes a single there. Here is Jadeja, diagonal onto ball to right hand batsman. He's forward, he's pushing the ball away, and the onside man from the mid wicket region comes in. He picks up the ball and makes the throw. Batsman takes a single. Aniruddha 3, Manohar 12 of 15. 65 for 4. Karnataka chasing 146 to win. Coming down the track, Manohar and hitting it straight down the ground. It's a huge hit from Manohar for a 6, and the teammates are applauding. Fine stroke coming down the pitch and smashing it straight over the bowler's head and is straight out of the boundary ropes for a 6. Excellent use of feet. Tremendous bowler striking. Precision in his footwork, and it went high and handsome. right behind the side screen for 6. Dharmendra into bowl to right-hand batsman, gets it for toss. He drives the ball down the ground, and when at the mid-off region comes around and does the fielding, there is no run. 71 for 4 is the opportunity for Karnataka. From this juncture, it looks highly unlikely, but you never know. Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. Dharmendra comes down the track again. Manohar hitting it straight down the ground. It's high, it's handsome, it's gone for a massive 6. 2 6s from this over. And Karnataka is changing the momentum in their favour. 11 overs gone. It's 77 for 4. Another excellent stroke from Manohar, coming down the track and smashing it over the side screen for a 6. 2 6s from this over. And all of a sudden, Karnataka believe the runs can be scored if they keep wickets in hand. Syed left arm over the stumps into bowl to right-hand batsman. He drives the ball away to the man at long on the region for a single. $78 for 4. Sense of positivity for the players from Karnataka. Manohar in particular moving on to 24 of 18. 2 6s from the previous over. Unadkat runs into bowl to Manohar, and Manohar is getting the ball on the middle leg stump. It's a slower delivery. It's been played defensively. Back to the bowler. There is no run, and Unadkat picks the ball on his follow through and goes back on top of his bowling run up there. Kntka into bowl to right-hand batsman. This time he gets the ball on the middle leg stump. A short of length delivery. It's been played away to the mid-wicket region on the onside and takes a single. Aniruddha moves on to 4, and Manohar is batting on 20 of 20 deliveries. The current run rate is 6.87. They need at the rate of 7.8, which is becoming increasingly difficult. Unless they do not pick wicket here, match is going out Karnataka's. Short ball and pulled away, and just falling short of the fielder coming in from the mid-wicket position. Excellent slower bouncer from Unadkat. Couldn't quite travel to the fielder there, coming in from the boundary at the mid-wicket position. Taken by surprise, getting the top edge. Unadkat wanted that catch to be taken. Fielder gave everything, then decided to protect the boundary rather than going for the catching option, and it's a good one. Unadkat once again into bowl to right-hand batsman. He gets the ball outside the opposite mid, hides the bounce and plays the ball with the open twist to the backward point inside the 30-yard circle, and there is no run. Good over this from Kntka. They are playing it smartly at the moment after hitting 2 6s from the previous over. Took his eyes off the board, but still put his body on the line. Kntka into bowl to right batsman, gets a short ball and will take a single. It was a short rising delivery on the middle stump. Wanted to hit it through the onside off the deflection of the bat onto the body, and ball sprays away on the offside, and the batter takes a single. 81 for 4 after 12 overs. 146 to win for Karnataka. Aniruddha is batting on 5. Manohar is on to 26 of 22. 6 runs coming from the previous over.
220 पर और 5वां विकेट जाता हुआ उनका जयदेव नाटकट का ये तीसरा विकेट। अनिरुद्ध चलते हुए वापिस। इस वक्त कर्नाटका 220 पर 5 विकेट होकर थोड़ा सा डगमगाता हुआ यहाँ पर। स्लोर बॉल थी जिसको कि मिड ऑन के ऊपर से हिट करना चाहते थे, अच्छा संपर्क नहीं हुआ। एक और विकेट कर्नाटक के नुकसान होता हुआ यहाँ पर। बढ़िया यॉर्कर ऑफ स्टंप पर टपा गई। फर्स्ट स्लिप के अंदर से होती हुई गेंद जा रही थी थर्ड की तरफ। शॉर्ट थर्ड में एक फील्डर था, दौड़ के आया और गेंद को पिक किया, एक रन पूरा कर लिया। 146 रन का टारगेट मिला है कर्नाटक को चेज करने के लिए। अनिरुद्ध नंबर पर लग के गई, एक बेहतरीन बोलती जयदेव नाटकट ने। अब तक 3 विकेट दे चुके हैं वो इस मैच में। फिर से इसको कवर और पॉइंट के बीच में से खेला है। एक्स्ट्रा बॉल से फील्डर भाग कर आया, एक रन आसानी से पूरा कर लिया। जगदीश सीता ही हमें बल्लेबाज ये मनोहर बहुत ही बेहतरीन खेल दिखा रहे हैं यहाँ पर। अच्छे लंबे लंबे शॉट लगा रहे हैं। होशियार ओवर के अंदर 17 रन देकर 3 विकेट ले चुके हैं। कर्नाटक 127 में 5 17 ओवर है। बेहतरीन ओवर साबित होता हुआ सौराष्ट्र के लिए। लेग बाउंड्री के बाद 4 रनों के लिए फील्डर हालांकि वहाँ पर देना था, लेकिन गेंद को रोकने में नाकामयाब साबित हुए और एक प्रेशर कंडीशन के अंदर कर्नाटका के लिए रन आ रहे हैं। ये कर्नाटका के लिए अच्छी बात है, लेकिन सौराष्ट्र के लिए एक चिंता का विषय है। के सहारे मोड़ दिया था जगदीश ने अहम रन निश्चित तौर पर। और एक बार फिर से खराब गेंद, बहुत ही खराब गेंद। जयदेव नाटकट एक अनुभवी गेंदबाज जो कि भारतीय सीनियर टीम में खेल चुके हैं होने के लिए अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करने की वजह से आशा नहीं है। और एक बार इस बार अंदर की तरफ आती हुई गेंद पर जगदीश पूरी तरह से चकमा खा गए और क्लीन बोल्ड होकर वापिस अपने पेविलियन की तरफ चल रहे हैं। क्या ज़बरदस्त बॉल थी ये जयदेव नाटकट की, जो कि गुड लेंथ पर टपा खाने के बाद अंदर की तरफ आती हुई स्लो डिलीवरी थी, लेकिन स्विंग बहुत ज़बरदस्त देखने को मिली और स्विंग से चकमा खा गई। मिडिल स्टंप को ले उड़ी और इस तरह से ये 6ठा विकेट गिरता हुआ कर्नाटका के लिए 132 के स्कोर पर जगदीश सुचित 5 रन बनाकर वापस पेविलियन में लौट रहे हैं। 14 रनों की दरकार है आखिरी 3 ओवरों के अंदर कर्नाटका को। ये सैयद मुश्ताक अली T20 ट्रॉफी का प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल में सौराष्ट्र और कर्नाटका के बीच खेला जा रहा है। उनमें बॉलर कौन हो सकते हैं? चेतन सक्रिया, जी हाँ, चेतन सक्रिया को कैप्टन जयदेव नाटकर लेके आए हैं। जयदेव नाटकर कैप्टन सौराष्ट्र 3 ओवर के अंदर 2 विकेटें ले चुके थे और इस बार इस ओवर में भी 2 और विकेटें ले ली। बहुत ही किफायती गेंदबाजी की है। चेतन सक्रिया एक युवा यंग टैलेंट, बहुत ही खूबसूरत बॉलिंग करते हैं। ये जब भी लय में होते हैं विरोधियों के चक्के जाम कर देते हैं। इस बार एक स्लो डिलीवरी लो फुल टॉस जिसको भी हल्के से मिड विकेट की तरफ धकेल दिया है। 1 रन पूरा कर लिया है। जरूर पारी खेली है उन्होंने। 60 रनों की पारी मात्र 41 गेंदों में। विजय कुमार वेस्ट नए बैट्समैन आए हैं कर्नाटका को अब जीत की मंजिल तक पहुंचाने के लिए। 13 रनों की दरकार है 17 गेंदों में। चेतन सक्रिया तैयार। IPL में उन्होंने बहुत ही जबरदस्त बॉलिंग की थी। उनकी ये गेंद अंदर की तरफ आती हुई एक बेहतरीन फील्डिंग मिड ऑफ पर होती हुई शानदार डाइव लगाई अपने राइट हैंड साइड की तरफ। निश्चित रूप से 1 रन बचाया अपनी टीम के लिए। इस समय कर्नाटका के लिए रन बनाना बहुत ही किफायती साबित हो रहा है और सौराष्ट्र के लिए उतना ही नुकसानदायक। स्लो डिलीवरी का इस्तेमाल आजकल खूब प्रचलन में है। हम अपने सभी दर्शकों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। अगर आपको हमारे ये डिजिटल कंटेंट पसंद आ रहा है तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए, अपने यार दोस्तों को भी बताइए। हम क्रिकेट के साथ साथ फुटबॉल, हॉकी, बैडमिंटन, कराटे, विभिन्न खेलों की हम लाइव बॉल बाई बॉल या लाइव कमेंट्री देंगे। हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं इंटरनेशनल कमेंटेटर, इंग्लिश कमेंटेटर देवेंद्र कुमार। का अनुभव निश्चित रूप से आप सब युवाओं के लिए जो खेल की समझ रखना चाहते हैं या जो रख रहे हैं और अपने उस समझ को एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए एक बेहतरीन मौका होगा। आप हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिए, आप एक्सप्लोर करिए। 10 रनों की दरकार है अब कर्नाटका को जीत के लिए यहाँ से 14 गेंदों में। कर्नाटका 137 पर से रन बना चुका है। क्वार्टर फाइनल मुकाबला सैयद मुश्ताक अली T20 ट्रॉफी अरुण जेटली क्रिकेट स्टेडियम दिल्ली से। फिर से गोल्डन टपा खाने के बाद अंदर की तरफ आती हुई फेस और स्विंग का मिश्रण था ये। सौराष्ट्र के लिए क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं। IPL में बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस दे चुके हैं चेतन सक्रिया। सारे सिलेक्टर्स की नज़र में आए IPL में आने के बाद फिर टीम इंडिया के लिए श्रीलंका टूर पर गए। वहाँ पे भी उन्होंने अच्छी गेंदबाजी की थी। जयदेव नाटकर जो कि अब टीम इंडिया से बाहर चल रहे हैं, खराब फॉर्म में जरूर है, लेकिन यहाँ पर इस समय सैयद मुश्ताक अली T20 ट्रॉफी